What's going on, crypto fam, and welcome back. All right, we are back on Terareum. We're trying to see how Terareum is doing right now, and I gotta admit, I feel like they're making some smart moves right now. I feel like they've been making some smart moves lately. And keep in mind, there's going to be an important AMA that's coming up this Friday. I'm gonna dive into that a little bit later in the video. But as you see right here, the CEO of Terareum, right, he posted this on the 18th of April. He said, "Great things incoming, Terareum. Quote of the day." He said, "Never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak." I'm like, what can he mean by this? What can he? Bitrue, baby. Okay, they dropped the Bitrue exchange listing on everybody. All right, they posted this yesterday. This is the official Terareum page on Twitter. They said, "Excited about our next exchange listing with @Bitrue official." They said, "Chance to earn rewards of 3.7 trillion." Terareum, okay, so yeah, this is trillion, million, billion, trillion. Yep. Then it says, "Request all of our holders to vote for Terareum. Hashtag Terareum strong." As you see at the bottom, if we click on Bitrue, it says new round of the BTR vote starts at 11 UTC on April 20th. Use your BTR, which is pretty much like the currency, like the native token for Bitrue. It says use your BTR to vote for Terareum. You can earn staking rewards of 3.7 trillion Terareum. All right, then it says stay tuned. Of course, if you click on this link, they'll have all the information, all the details, all the rules and stuff to pretty much go ahead and go with that, right? You can go ahead and check that out. And then keep in mind, right, Bitrue, when you look at this on coinmarketcap.com, when we go to all the cryptocurrency exchanges, you see Binance, coinflex, Hotcoin, Bitrue. When you click right here where you go to the biggest 24-hour volume for exchanges, crypto exchanges, as you see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, Bitrue is ranked number 4 as far as the volume. I didn't even know Bitrue was like this popping. Now don't get me wrong, I am familiar with Bitrue. It is one of I would say one of my most favorites centralized exchanges, because I've been using Bitrue just for a while now, right? But I did not know they had this amount of just volume going through their their exchange. And like this, look at this, $3.3 billion, right? $3.3 billion, ranked number 4 on CoinMarketCap. This is huge. This is huge. This is pretty much, if you really think about it, this is pretty much a top 5, as of right now, right? As of right now, this is a top 5, top 10-ish exchange, right? As you see right here, it's number 4, so technically it's a top 5 exchange based off of the volume, right? But of course, the volume changes a lot. The only real exchange that I noticed that stays in its place at all times is pretty much like Binance. When it comes to a bunch of other top tier exchanges, when it comes to the volume, they switch from rankings quite often, right? But just to see that Bitrue is ranked number 4 based off the volume, that's big. That's definitely big, all right? And then moving on over here, shout out to RD Price. He said, "Are you ready?" He says, "AMA on Friday. First look at Terapool. Grab your bag of Terra today." All right, as you see right here, scrolling down, it says ProBit Global coming soon. So not only that we're getting Bitrue, coming with this, I believe today, right? Because it says, oh, okay. So also let me mention this too. This isn't like a guaranteed listing for Terareum, but pretty much it's just one of those things where it's the amount of people, based off of how many people vote, if they meet their requirement amount, that Bitrue will list Terareum. But one thing that I've noticed with a lot of cryptos, I've seen it with Saitama, I've seen it with Shinja, I've seen it with just other. I've seen it with so many tokens, right, that have at least somewhat of a community, a strong community base. They pretty much succeed with these type of vote for new listing type things, right? But as a community, this is one of those community type events where everyone in the community should participate to try to get this, try to make sure this happens 1000%. So I'll even look into like I said, I have a Bitrue account, so I will even look into just putting some I guess I'll have to probably buy some BTR. It says use BTR to vote, so I'll probably just buy a couple bucks of BTR to vote for Terareum, because I do want to see Terareum succeed. I would say Terareum is in my top 10 cryptos as far as just checking it out and see where it can go. And then keep in mind, going back over here, the ProBit Global, right? They said this is coming soon. As of right now, ProBit Global has over 187 million in the past 24-hour volume on their exchange. So that's another exchange that's awesome to look forward to, right? And then going over here too, right? This is huge. I'm not gonna lie, this right here is huge. As you see right here, the CEO of Terareum, again, Milton, he said Terapool interface will be gateway bridge that connects crypto technologies and real world technologies under one belt. Then he says the new token launchpad, and then he says real world tech launchpad then he says turnkey solution. Then he says only one token Terra for all our technologies. All right. And then as you see down here, he says accessible through desktop, tablets, and mobile interface, day and night options, one-stop turnkey solutions for all upcoming crypto projects. And this is more details on Friday, the AMA coming Friday, right? So you check it out right here, right? So as you can see right here, right, this is just like, you know, a pretty much just like a sneak peek when it comes to the Terapool. All right, for those who don't know what the Terapool, he pretty much just broke it down. It comes down to just it's a way of pretty much just helping like starter you know, projects, you know, take off as far as, you know, having their project listed and everything, right? So as you can see right here, right, we'll be able to connect our MetaMask or our wallet connect, right? We'll go to the next picture right here. He says day and night. Of course, I'm about to use the night feature. Like I have to have the dark mode option. I have sensitive eyes. All right, so that's already a plus in my eyes. All right, no pun intended. As you see right here, then it says the Terareum NFT exchange. All right, so we see like an, you know, example of the NFT exchange that they have also. As you see down here, you can see different pools that people can, you know, create. It says new project one, exchange platform for wallet users. Let's see what else. Let's see what else you got. That's pretty interesting. But keep in mind, right? So keep in mind these two things, right? New token launchpad, okay? And then also keep in mind right here where it says one-stop turnkey solutions for all upcoming crypto projects. So pretty much what is a crypto turnkey? As you see right here, what is a crypto turnkey? It says a ready-made solution for launching your own cryptocurrency exchange in 1 month. Offers the best technology on the market and an integrated approach tailored to individual and specific requests at a reasonable price. Now, when it comes to Terareum, I don't know if it'll be the same time length that it says here as far as 1 month, because, you know, this is just an example as far as explaining what a crypto turnkey is. But that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. All right. Just the fact of, you know, for one, there's people who create cryptocurrencies every day. And then there's people who always want to, you know, either do pre-sales, right? They want to have their token listed on like another token like Launchpad to, you know, for one, bring more eyes in from that, you know, from like Terareum's community. So just imagine when somebody wants to create a new crypto and they wants to, you know, pretty much put it on the Terareum platform. Everybody who's invested into Terareum, or at least are familiar with Terareum's Launchpad, will pretty much, you know, be the first ones to, you know, hop into certain projects that, you know, gets listed on, you know, the Terapool, right? And then it says offers the best technology on the market and an integrated approach tailored to individual and specific requests at a reasonable price. So I feel like it's not only going to be just people listing their tokens on Terapool, but it's also going to be other things as far as like, I don't know, some type of like partnership with maybe like Terareum helping them, you know, as far as making sure like their project is secure and making sure just they have everything, you know, just ready to go. Like that's pretty interesting, right? And then also going over here, right? Going back to right here where it says, you know, the new token launchpad, right? Right here where it says crypto launchpads are also known as crypto incubators. These are basically platforms that allow blockchain-based projects to raise capital while giving away access to early stage token sales for their group of investors. So pretty much like I said before, it's that whole thing where, and keep in mind, there's always people who want to get into products early because, I mean, judging by history, anybody who's able to get into a solid project that actually has some, you know, utility or just has that type of, you know, popularity to where it blows up, the people who get in the earliest are always the ones who make the most money, right? Those are always the ones who have the better chance of making more money, you know, with just investing a small amount because they're getting in so early. So just imagine with all these new projects that, you know, want to get listed on, you know, the Terapool or the Terra Launchpad, and, you know, anyone who's invested into, you know, Terareum instantly gets, you know, alerted and instantly gets notified that this new project is coming on board, and we'll be the first ones to, you know, pretty much be able to, gain access to this pre-sale, right? And I'm assuming maybe like, you know, people who hold Terareum will have more have access to it. So it's like, hey, if you have, you know, a certain amount of Terareum, maybe you can, you know, just, you know, you have like first dibs on it. I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but that is awesome, right? Now, and then moving on, then also right here it says that Terareum is excited to reveal the most anticipated first look of our multifunctional Terapool launchpad to our holders, right? And then of course it's saying this, you know, the same thing. Terapool will function as like a launch pad and stuff for new projects and everything. But right here it also says, and as a Kickstarter platform for new crypto and real life use technologies. So that's pretty awesome. So the fact that it says a Kickstarter, this makes me actually think about that website Kickstarter, where people who have ideas and like, you know, certain project ideas but don't have the funds, they don't have like the investment money to like, you know, go forward with it. This is pretty much what it would be like. This is what Terapool would be like. People bringing their, you know, cryptos and projects and stuff, ideas to Terapool, and then that's when certain investors who, you know, feel like they want to invest into it can do so. But also keep in mind, right? Friday live AMA with Team Terareum. It says going to be hosted by Crypto Stacker and Awesome Austin. All right. Then it says updates on Terapool Launchpad and Terareum Exchange. It says save the date. It's going to be on the 22nd, which is, you know, for me, well, for a lot of people, it's going to be Friday, but 10 p.m. IST. Okay, so 10 p.m. IST, which is IST stand for Indian Standard Time. That's going to be 9:30 a.m. for me. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be 9:30 a.m. Friday. It's going to be 9:30 a.m. Friday. All right. So yeah. Also, if you want right now, you can just go to Crypto Stacker's either his Twitter account or his YouTube channel. As you see right here, I'm gonna click on it right here. If you go to his YouTube channel, you can already just click on reminder. Like it'll say set reminder. You click on that, and it's like bam. All right. Now, one thing I will say about this AMA is people are still going to want to ask what happened with the Binance.us listing. And I got to be honest, I still want to know what happened. I honestly, truly want to know what happened. I don't want to throw any just like random, you know, guesses of what happened, but I do want the team to address it. It's not like, it's no way like, I don't think it would be cool for them to just, you know, have an AMA and then they're talking about Terareum and then it's just like that, like as if that Binance.us listing issue didn't happen. So I'm hoping they at least address, you know, something like somewhat of like might have happened, whether, you know, they got scammed, whether, you know, them, you know, posting the listing too early and Binance not wanting to list them after that. Like I feel like they should. I feel like if they do break down, you know, what happened, people will gain, you know, a bit more trust in them. But yeah, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I am hoping they do address it because I want to know my damn self. I ain't gonna lie. Also, so coming over here as far as the Terareum price action, we're currently at the, what is it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros, 24 mark, right? We're at the 24 mark. Of course, right now, even if you see on like the right side, the majority of cryptos are just down. Like you see BTFA, Volt, Saitama, Colt, Shiba, like everything is technically like down just 1%, 2%, a couple percent, you know, and yeah, so I'm assuming, you know, just Bitcoin, we can actually go check over Bitcoin right now, see how Bitcoin's doing. All right, so back over on coinmarketcap.com right now. I'm looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually still above 41,000. Well, yeah, it's still above $41,000 right now. But as you see, just other cryptos are just getting hit up. It looked like more so the altcoins are getting affected by it more than Bitcoin. Because I'm not gonna lie, last night Bitcoin was at like $41,400. And for it to still be above 41,000, you know, even though it's like, even if it was to go down, you know, below 41,000, we'll still be in at least in the $40,000 range, right? So it looks like more so just the altcoins are, or some altcoins are kind of suffering, because even Ethereum is, you know, above 3,000. But of course, I've been saying this for the past couple of days. I'm like, what we really want to see is, you know, Bitcoin hit that $45,000 mark, right? And then of course touch that $50,000 mark and you know, remain up there, to where we can, you know, hopefully probably start seeing like a bull market. I think if there is a bull market this year, it'll probably be around like sometime Mayish or June-ish. If there's even like a bull market, you know, time this year. I don't know. It's so much issues going on around the world. The war in Ukraine, the rate hikes, government doing stuff, just the fear of recession, the pandemic. Like there's just so much things going on as of right now when it comes to the you know, the economy and just everything in crypto and the stock markets, everything. I just seen somewhere that Netflix was down like 30%. Like everything is going through everything right now. So yeah, but other than that, Terareum is currently at 9,023 holders. All right, so it's still remaining above that 9,000. I do believe, when I look at this, I do believe this price right here was the bottom for Terareum. This zero, like this 22 range. For some reason, I feel like this is like, I feel like this was or is maybe the bottom of where, you know, like the actual floor support for Terareum could be, because I feel like a lot more people are going to be, you know, trying to hold for this AMA. they just announced, you know, like this bitrue vote listing. I feel like bitrue is going to list us because, I mean, I see a lot of people participating in this, right? So, but I mean, of course, it's not guaranteed, but hopefully we do get the bitrue listing, right? And then, you know, you have the Probit, right? Probit global listing coming soon. And then last but not least, this huge AMA, which I feel like a lot of people are going to tune into. And I'll tell you right now, there's going to be people who don't even like Terareum, but they're going to tune in to see what happens. And then if Terareum actually delivers, they're going to have to shut their mouth. If Terareum messes up again and they act like I said, they don't address the Binance.US issue, or if it's just not a good AMA, those people who don't want to see Terareum succeed, I guarantee you they're going to be on Twitter talking shit about Terareum. So Terareum, I hope y'all got your stuff together, man. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all know what to do, all right? Because I feel like it's common sense as far as knowing what to do. All you have to do is, okay, bam, address the Binance.US listing issue, all right? Talk about the bitrue voting listing, the Probit listing. Talk about the offices, right? The setting up the offices and stuff. Talk about the Terapool Terareum exchange, and then any other future updates. That's all you have to do, and you pretty much cover all the bases, right? You pretty much cover all the bases, and bam, you're good to go. But that's just my opinion. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I am going to be tuning in on Friday. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think about Terareum, and yeah, other than that, appreciate the support. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and also follow me on Twitter. I will follow you back. I'm about to follow some people right now. Bam, bam. And until then, peace.